And that was really the thing. That was why Hogan would continue to get hated and scrutinized, because it seemed like all of his actions that he had committed, he never was really apologetic about them. Whether it was him being a reason why wrestlers don't have a union, him destroying WCW, him rubbing multiple wrestlers the wrong way, or his comments on black people, it never seemed like Hogan would take accountability for the things he did, or even regretted doing those things. And you can see that in things like the way he talked about his run with TNA in interviews while he was alive.
You know, Dixie wanted to compete with Vince, and I said, well, then we got to go Monday nights on the road. We got to go live. And we went out, and to compete with Vince, you know, 50, 60 million, $70 million if you're going to do it. You need an influx of money consistently to compete with that monster up there. And, you know, it got really exciting for a while, but then when that influx of money just didn't come pouring in for whatever reason, you know, it didn't make sense to move on. There was a couple year deal offered, and I just was done.
Instead of taking accountability and recognizing his wrongs in what he did to TNA, he blamed them for not having enough money to sustain what he forced him to do in the first place. It's moments like this and his self-centeredness that would lead to, I think, the most poetic moment in the life of Hulk Hogan, his final appearance in front of a wrestling audience. On January 6, 2025, Hulk Hogan would appear on the Monday Night Raw debut episode on Netflix, and Hogan would make this big surprise Legends appearance to a crowd of boos.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
The crowd, who already hated Hulk Hogan, would catch on to the fact that he was only there to sell his new beer, and they would just let Hulk Hogan have it, rejecting him entirely. After all the accomplishments, all the moments, everything Hogan did in his wrestling career, and even his life, this was the reaction that he had got from fans. A very poetic moment in where almost 40 years of lying, cheating, manipulating, all the wrongdoings that Hogan had done throughout his career and life had came back to bite him and turned the world against him. A man who literally became a hero to a generation and lived long enough to literally see himself become the villain.